Greetings in the mighty name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, and our soon coming King. Now, there's a topic that I really want to get across to you, people of God. Witchcraft. We're going to talk about witchcraft this morning. And because a lot of persons don't know that there are signs when you are a person that you know that has been under a witchcraft. We will call it science, we may call it necromancy, we may call it voodoo, we may call it enchantment, we may call it underneath a magic spell. So we are going to discuss about witchcraft this morning. So signs that you are other person that you know that is under witchcraft. I'm going to open up your eyes this morning. Please share the live. Please share this live. I'm going to open up your eyes this morning about witchcraft, hobia, science, necromancy, voodoo, hocus pocus, and all the works of this dark world as best that I can. In this few minutes or in the short order that we are under at this point. I may not be an apostle for many, but I am an apostle for you. So from the fact that you are here this morning, it simply means that you are interested. This will benefit you. This will open up your eyes. People of God, I'm just sending out these invitation as best that I can. Yes, man, we're going to discuss about witchcraft. Who are late. Who don't get it, just don't get it. And a lot of pastors don't know. Let me be straightforward. They are operating, but they don't understand the dark realm. They don't understand. You have to go on a higher heights and deeper depths to understand this topic, witchcraft. Witchcraft is beyond our imagination and what we feel and what we think. And whether you are a Christian or whether you are not, witchcraft is real. I say whether you believe me, yes or no, witchcraft is real. Hobia is real. Science is real. People of God, you don't have to do nobody anything for them to do witchcraft on you. So I'm going to show you signs. I'm going to explain as best that I can in the short order. Before I get out of here, I have a ministry to go to at this point. My life is just hot it like that. So I'm trying to, so best that I can, enlighten your knowledge about witchcraft. Just give me a few more minutes, people of God. I can't send everybody. Witchcraft. Good morning. First of all, you need to know the meaning of witchcraft. Witchcraft is a manipulation of control, manipulation. So first of all, you need to know the meaning. What is the meaning of witchcraft? And if you don't know the real meaning of witchcraft, you won't be able to understand about witchcraft. So first thing first, as a man of God, as a vessel of God, that used to be, I'm going to break down witchcraft in all these short order before I get depths and show you signs about witchcraft, or when you are under a witchcraft, or when your family is under a witchcraft. Share the live, share it in messenger, share it in groups. Oh God, share it in groups. Sorry about that, people of God. So witchcraft also is a manipulation. So now you know that witchcraft is manipulation. That's first thing first. Also, witchcraft is control, spiritual control. So they manipulate you first for you to go into fear, phobia, anxiety, confused. They manipulate. So witchcraft is what manipulate your mind. Secondly, as well, is control. So witchcraft control, which means they send spirit to control a human being or to possess a human being. Also, witchcraft is also intimidation. So witchcraft, they intimidate you to feel that they are more powerful than you. So there's three segments of witchcraft. One is manipulation, two is control, spiritual control, and one is to spiritual intimidation. Witchcraft is in another way of explaining about witchcraft. I don't go into scripture, but there's so much with scriptures because I'm shocked because of time, because I have to be in a ministry this morning in a far parish this morning. Witchcraft is the works of the flesh, which means that they went to the altar and to invoke demon by sacrificing human being and also using human being to carry out their works, right? Also, witchcraft is also working in a demonic force. A demonic force could be in dreams. They do things and pretend that they are not doing it. Also, witchcraft is also divination. They try to separate you from God, separate you from righteousness, separate you from holiness. Right? Now the works of a demonic force is witchcraft. So when you see a demonic force, there's a witchcraft that is behind it, people of God. Right? A force of witchcraft is a spiritual power that operated by spell or by curse. So many persons is under a spell or under a curse. And a spell is when they use things to control you, and curse is when you realize that your life can't be prosperous. Before I even go there, I hope I can get some enough time. Let me see what time it is. I'm trying to balance my timing to do the Lord's work. Bewitchment. Let me break down bewitched or bewitching. When somebody bewitched you. Bewitch is a spell. Bewitching means a spell that bewitch, that state of being bewitched. That's the bewitch means. And I'm breaking down witchcraft as best that I can, as best as all God has download in my spirit. Right? I don't go into a lot of scriptures because I am strapped of time. Right? Witchcraft means again, witchcraft is the practice of black magic, especially for evil purpose, to use as a spell. So I'm breaking down it for you as best as I can. Witchcraft can also mean hobia, and hobia means hobia means a kind of sorcery practice evil. Right? Another thing of witchcraft is voodoo. And voodoo means, a lot of person hear about voodoo. Voodoo is more deeper in a lot of sense. Voodoo a evil practice of characterized by sorcery and spiritual possession, right? Which means that they use sorcery to affect people's life, and also by allowing demons to possess people. That is more deeper than hobia. So when you hear about voodoo, it's a little bit more deeper than hobia. You know, they practice it. They give you something to drink. Voodoo is when they send spirit. In terms of, let me use this as a typical example. Like they will get like a pin and or stick a dolly that have a dolly or a teddy bear or some magical hearts that they create that look like you, that have on your garment or something like that. So if they broke the hand, your hand broke. Wherever you, if they bend the hand this way upon the dolly or something like that, then wherever you are, whether it's in States or we are in Jamaica or in the Caribbean, your hand will be broke. That's how deep voodoo is, right? They also use several things in they also bury. Voodoo is what they use to bury human being in graves alive. That's how deep it is. It's very deep. I don't know if I could have enough time. Sorcery means the use of black magic. So sorcery is using black magic, especially sorcery is use of power to gain power from the assistance of control of evil spirit, especially for dividing or driving force of an evil spirit behind. We always heard about so witchcraft is also sorcery, which I just give it a meaning. And also witchcraft is so much things witchcraft entails. Do you see how much things witchcraft entails? So witchcraft also means necromancy. Necromancy, we always hear about necromancy. Necromancy means a evil practice to communicate or communicating with the dead and controlling dead. This is when they seek the dead amongst the living. This is when people got graveyard, cemetery to wake up spirit, right? This is what necromancy is, right? That's what necromancy is as well. Now, people of God, whether you like it or not, evil is real. So witchcraft also entails of enchantment. Good morning, everybody of God. Please, this is very important, and I'm giving you a synopsis of witchcraft before I exit to do the master's work. Witchcraft also is an enchantment, means also enchantments. An enchantment means a state of being under a spell, right? Witchcraft also entails consulters, which mean that people who seek hobby man, hobby woman, read a man, speak the quote unquote spiritual father, spiritual mother. That's why some persons camouflage it as to hurt someone, right? So consulters are mediator. We call him mediator. Just as how Saul, I think is in 1 Samuel chapter 28, that when he tried to feed Saul a familiar spirit or a consulters to consult because God not speaking to him. But consulters means or mediator in terms of people you want to seek for help. That is not of God. Also means one who seek information from an evil spirit. You're trying to seek out information from an evil spirit. How this human being is being prosperous. How can I cut down that human being? Yeah, so deep it is. Oh God, this is so deep. I don't know if I have enough time. Witchcraft also means observers of time. A lot of persons don't understand that what witchcraft means, observers of time. What do you mean, man of God? You don't understand that this is a thing that they normally use in witchcraft when they can't. They call it observers of time, right? Which means that in witchcraft, it means that one who monitor your move or every move so that they can cause a delay. You ever hear about why you're so delayed? Why this not happen to you? Why am I delaying? So they use observers of time to monitor you, or they use observers of time to cause a sudden death. Some person die before their time because of these observers of time. Observers of time to make spirit monitor you, so you can sudden death or in a sudden accident, or you are dead wrong. People of God, the way how deep this topic is, the internet just go dead. So every prince of the ear, every Beelzebubs of the ear, every network, every web of the adversary, we cancel you now. Every delay in the connection, I cancel you now. In the name of Jesus Christ. People of God, we have to understand spiritual warfare. Glory be to God. I'm happy that you're still on the line. So, and also witchcraft also entails of divination. Divination means a practice of seeking knowledge of the future or the unknown by evil spirit. People of God, this is a real topic. This is very serious. And I'm trying to get this because I realize that the adversary is operating. And I'm not going to give you the privilege this morning in the mighty name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Witchcraft also entails evil, curious arts. This is when they use like such thing as parchment paper. Lock you down in with horseshoe. Tie you down underneath certain stuff, certain trees, certain plant. Freeze you now and freezer. Shut down you with padlocks. Lock you down with curious such as a frog. So they use curious arts. And curious arts means in witchcraft is Satan and his policy of evil. Curious means the thought devices are designed. Glory to God. Now also witchcraft entails a monitoring spirit. A monitoring spirit in terms of in witchcraft means monitoring spirit is a weapon of witchcraft attacks to manipulate the victim to disrupt his or her life or future. Right? Witchcraft also entails, people of God, strongman or stronghold, and that means in a simple format that a strongman or a stronghold is a high rank principality or principality spirit. They sit on a throne in the spiritual realm and rule over the evil dynamic spirit, the operating in the earth realm, ruling over the areas in cities, communities, streets, or state, or regions. So you have regions, demons, right? Now I give you a synopsis. Oh God, there's so much. Witchcraft also entails a familiar spirit. Familiar spirit also is a demon that attend. Familiar spirit is always lurked in witchcraft, and also marine spirit, incubus, succubus. But because of my time, I can't go more deep in that. Now, let me break down some witchcraft, some witchcraft for you. I hope one day I can come back and teach about this. So when I have more time. Right? Now let me give you some signs that you are under witchcraft, or your family or your friends or your man or your woman or your wife or your husband is under witchcraft. Can I open up your eyes? Are you ready to learn? Now, this is a sign that many persons go through, that you know that you're under a witchcraft. When you begin to see of lots of cobwebs, or Anansi web, or spider webs, when you're constantly being seen cobwebs or anansi webs or spider webs in some curious places in your house. You walk through your door, you see cobwebs. You go in your car, you see cobwebs. You know that witchcraft is around. It's another way, because you know cobweb use or spider webs used for to trap other insect. That enemy, so they use in a lot of witchcraft cobwebs. We call it spider web, we call it anansi webs in various different cultures. Anytime you begin to see a lot of that around you in various different places that they know even supposed to belongs, you know that your home or your life is under a serious witchcraft. Serious witchcraft. Right? You're under a serious witchcraft. Let me say it again. Anytime that you begin to see cobwebs, spider webs, anansi webs, you're walking at it, or you're out of nowhere, you just see them and just come up in your face, and they always aim for your face. More likely, you're just walking at them around it in various different places. You know that there is witchcraft. Cobweb is one of the most common witchcraft attacks. Cobweb, spider web, is one of the most common witchcraft attacks. If you discover that your house is always covered with cobwebs, you have tried everything to ensure that there is no spider web or anansi web, but you kept walking through cobwebs. You're being monitored in the demonic or witchcraft. Mirrors cobwebs. So which means that as well, they use mirrors to monitor your life, people of God. Right? Also, in a layman term, cobweb is an entanglement, is an evidence of their evil network. So when they begin to see like cobwebs constantly operating in your friends, your families, you name it. So cobweb is one of the most people of God. You cannot call me now, people of God. I am on the live teaching, people of God. Please, you can't call me now. I'm on the live teaching. At this point, you see me online. Please, you can't disturb me at this point. I'm trying to get this small teaching that I can, as best that I can, out for the people of God. Please, people of God, don't only watch it. Send this message to your friends, your family. Send this message to your friends and your family. This is very, very important. I'm just trying to get these things out, people of God. There's a lot of stuff. Share the live on your page. Share it. So when it begins to see a lot of, so cobweb is an entanglement, is an evidence of an evil network, right? It's a network. Network they use to They use it to block a person. So when you see a lot of cobwebs around your home and you begin to walk into it in various different places, it means that it's trying to block a person and also to destroy his or her destiny. So they try to destroy a person, destiny, or purpose in life. Right? Spiritual cobweb is an anti-breakthrough powers, which means that when you begin to see a lot of witchcraft in your home, they use the cobweb, spider web, and Nancy web, right, as a disguise. You not gonna take it for nothing. You not going to take it for anything. In your mind, it's just an animal, just an insect, just do that. But so it's a disguise. Remember that Satan transferred into an angel of light. How can he do things to you? He has to disguise he has to disguise in such a way that you can fall into his trap without even realizing it. People have forgotten the topic is witchcraft. My topic is witchcraft. Right? So be very careful. Right? So cobweb is an anti-breakthrough powers, which means that you can't get breakthrough. The intent to block people from moving forward and making advance. You must pray against it. So that's another way when you identify that there was witchcraft around you or in your life or in your family life. Right? Another way of when you identify that there are witchcraft around you, or hobia is around you, is when you see an evil bird following you. The enemy use animals to follow you and you don't realize it. Let's use a bird. They use monitoring birds in witchcraft. And many of you, like for instance, let me give you an example so you can understand it up. They use monitoring birds. This is when you know that you are under a witchcraft. People of God, this is when you know that you're under a witchcraft, or obia, or necromancy, or science, or black magic, or voodoo, or hocus pocus. Any way you want to turn it, I eat me attack. Right? Now, when you begin to see a bird, now when you see a evil birds following you everywhere you go, you see that bird. Right? You go and everywhere you go, an evil bird flying from tree to tree. You never that ever happened to you before? Yeah. And let me stick up in right here and come back. If you hope your man in money, he might go send drunk for eat. And drunk mean debt. If you hope your man have money and you don't pay him pan time, he might go send drunk for eat. And drunk mean debt. Because drunk only eat dead carcass. And so they will even send a drunker to monitor you as well. Everywhere you go, you see one drunker. We call it scavengers. So who don't know about drunker, we call it scavengers. Scavenger birds. Now when you see an evil bird begins to follow you, moving from trees to trees, right? Flying from trees to trees around you, right? Around you, or around your house. So it must be literally around you, but it's always around your house, right? At a particular bird, it is a sign that you have a monitored by a witchcraft. You have been monitored by a witchcraft, or a witchcraft mirror, or a crystal ball. A witch can easily turn into a bird. A witch or a warlock or a wizard can easily turn into a bird. Or easily turn into a rat. Or can easily turn into a lizard, we call it gecko. Or can easily turn into a cat. Or can easily turn into a roach. And until you see a roach, so much roach begins to operate in your home. You killed them last week, it then get worse. Witchcraft is around. When you begin to see all ants, you kill ants are broke out in your house like wildfire. Witchcraft is around you. Me I tell you what they use to disguise. Me I try to help you. I'm trying to help you as best that I can. Because I can't reach everybody. But I know this media can open your eyes. At least this platform I can reach you as best that I can. And this is without charge, now money, now PayPal, now Zelle, now Cash App, now bank account. I don't charge to do these things. Free of cost. I don't charge to pray for olive oil, nor pray for you. I don't charge to pray for that. It's free of cost. Freely I give, freely you shall receive. My thing is for you to get saved, for you to get delivered, and for you to know Jesus Christ as a personal Savior. Not for money, not for wealth, not for popularity, not for fame, not for spotlight, not for say, okay, this man is that. No. I don't want God glory because God share his glory with no man. So I'm not doing this because I want to rob you or to. No, I'm doing it because I want you to get saved. Now let's continue here, just for your knowledge, right? Witches and warlock and wizard can easily turn into a bird or an animal. I hope we know that it could be a gecko, and a gecko means a lizard, or a gecko means a lizard. They love to use that in witchcraft, very like that. Lizard. And lizard is more frequently in a house than anything else, apart from the roach and the whatever. A lizard. So they use lizard to disguise because lizard is mostly operating around the home. This is very serious people of God. I'm opening up your knowledge. The life is under attacks already. You noticed that from early out. And I'm trying to get this across because I know the adversary is trying his very best to see how he can manipulate this. People of God, this life has been under attack from morning. Because you must not know about this. My people are destroyed because of lack of knowledge. I'm trying to help you, people of God. Don't just sit down and watch me sit down and pray for me as well to cover this life. Now, witchcraft can also disguise underneath a lizard, a bird, a cat, a roach, a crow, and ants, spider, lizard, snakes. These are the animals that they prefer to use to disguise their witchcraft. Right? My topic is witchcraft. And how will you know that when you are under witchcraft, or when you're under a seer, or somebody that you know is under a witchcraft? And I'm trying to help you before it's too late. Before it gets worse. Right? Let's continue here. If you're ever, oh God, time is running out on me. If you ever have you ever seen a witch confess? You will know that these are their favorite birds, animals to use, or monitor people. If you always see a cat following you in your dream, have you ever seen a dog or a cat or a bird in your dream following you all around? Please pray. Don't even hesitate. Start praying. Start praying. Start to pray. Right? Please pray. Every witchcraft mirrors, monitoring our crystal ball, that I look in your life. Also pray against witchcraft attacks. Right? I'm trying to go as fast as I can, people of God. Right? Another way that you can know when you are under witchcraft, or somebody that you know is under witchcraft, is when you keep on experiencing failures. This is when you know that you're under witchcraft. When you keep on experiencing failures and disappointment at the edge of every breakthrough. So every time when you're supposed to get a breakthrough, right, failure begins to happen. Every time that is it a failure or disappointed, or it always wait until you're ready to get your breakthrough. You know that you're under a witchcraft spell, people of God. Right? Always, when you always going around in circle. Have you ever seen your life keep on going around in circle? Huh? And you keep on experiencing failures. You start with the same thing and you come back to square one. You open a business, you come back to square one. You start a relationship, you come back to square one. You get pregnant, you lose a child, you come back to square one. You know that witchcraft is around. You are experiencing failures at the edge of your breakthrough. Know that the enemy is using a witchcraft or a crystal ball or a monitor to monitor you with witchcraft. They use it to block or to stop your blessing so that you will be frustrated. So the main purpose of it is to cause you to fail, is to frustrate you. I'm talking about witchcraft here, or when you know that you are under a witchcraft. Right? I'm trying my very best, people of God, because I said before, I have to go to ministry this morning. My life is just at it like that. But nevertheless, let's get back. Right? You sort of experience failure. So it block or it stop your blessing so that you will be frustrated and your life will keep on going around in circle. So anytime that you begins to see, anytime that you begins to, when you know witchcraft is around you or hobby is around you, is when you keep on experiencing failure, disappointment at the edge of a breakthrough. So anytime when your breakthrough come, your blessing come and you say yes, right around the corner, man, and you don't see this. Or you begin to realize that you're going to do an examination, you can't remember witchcraft is around. Or every time that you begins to say yes, you get the college and the money come to pay for your college loan, and every time that it keep on and you materialize, witchcraft is around you. I hope you're learning. I hope you're learning. I spend days and hours going through these people of God so you can get it in few minutes. Right? How would you know that you are under a witchcraft? How would you know that you are under a witchcraft? How would you know? Right? How would you know? When you're constantly feeling of shame and sadness. How would you know that you're under a witchcraft? When you're constantly feeling shame and sadness and angry. Out of nowhere, you start to feel that way. Now let's continue here. Right? When you're under witchcraft, you don't even know why you feel this way. Right? And this is an everyday thing. Every day, constantly you're feeling shame, you're feeling sadness, you're feeling anger. Right? Every day. Right? Every single day. Things, then you just stop caring. All of a sudden, you just stop care. You don't know why, you just stop care. You stop care about stuff in your life. You don't stop care about stuff in your life. You just don't care anymore. Nobody has done you anything wrong. You don't stop care. And nobody not doing nothing. You know that you're under witchcraft. You know that you're under witchcraft. Right? Another way of persons is under a witchcraft. People of God, please follow me. I don't have much time. Right? Right? You have nightmares every night. Anytime that you begins to have nightmares every night, you are under a witchcraft. Right? Another way that you will know that you are under a witchcraft or a spell, witchcraft or obia, or somebody that you know that is under witchcraft. I hope this can help somebody out there. Share the live, right? In messengers, in groups, right? Share it with your friends, your family, your colleagues, your boss, your supervisors. Share it with your church members, right? Anytime that you know that you are under a witchcraft, people of God, you start seeing evil spirit. You start seeing evil spirit around you. Them now, somebody now see, but you see evil spirit. I walk up and down in your house. You start to shadow. You start to see dark entity. You know that witchcraft is around you. Another way to know that witchcraft is around you, start smells, funny smell, weird smell, some dead smell, some foul odor, especially at a particular time or a particular setting, or a particular event or a certain location or a certain place in your room or in your house or in your business place. You start smell some dead smell, some old, some foul odor. Witchcraft is in your yard, or witchcraft is around you, or it could be with you, or it could be someone that is in your house. But it's a tell you that a demon entity is around. How would you know that witchcraft is around you? You start hear voices. You are so happy where you have, and you start hearing the voice that tells you if you commit suicide. You start hearing suicidal mentality. Demons is around you. You start hearing voices. Or if you're not hearing voices, you start hearing a lot of laughter. You start hearing no flesh is around. You start hearing laughter. Somebody will laugh around you. Laughing around you. Voices are laugh. Ah! Witchcraft is around you. I hope me I helping you. Now, when you start to begin to see evil spirits around you, right? This is how you know that witchcraft is around you. You start seeing evil spirits around you. Some people will think, you can't tell everybody because them don't know. Honestly, they literally don't know. Some pastors don't know. They don't reach a level there yet. Some apostles don't reach a level there yet. Some man of God didn't reach, a woman of God didn't reach a level there yet. You can't tell them. Them don't know. Them just don't know. So how would you know that witchcraft is around you? Huh? How would you know? It's very simple. You start seeing evil spirit around you, and some people will think that you are crazy. Some people will think that you're mad, or you want to see psychology, where sometimes in the mere fact that some person does is not a mental sickness, it's witchcraft. You start to seeing things, you start to seeing demons, literally seeing demons around you, right? Some person think that you're crazy or mad because they don't know spirits. Another way that you will identify that you're under a witchcraft, when most person don't know. When you're under a witchcraft, or when witchcraft is around you or around your home, it paralyzes you. You lie down in your bed, your faculties or your senses them are right, but you just can't move. You're paralyzed. You're literally paralyzed like you're dead. Literally, you can't mobilize, you can't move, you can't shout. That ever happened to you yet? You lie down in your bed and you can't move? Or you sit down in your chair and you can't move? Like somebody just put a pause button upon you. Witchcraft is around you. And you just start mentioning the name Jesus Christ. And all of a sudden, every part of your faculties then begins to come in contact. What it does, they use to paralyze you in the spiritual realm. They paralyze you before they can intrude in your space. I hope me I teach you, I hope me I open your eyes. How would you know that witchcraft is around you? Chronic illness or sickness that doctors can't find cure for. Chronic illness or sickness that or illness that doctors, no matter how much pill you take, no matter how much medication you take, no matter how much test you do, it not get better. It's not a physical, a witchcraft. A witchcraft. How would you know that witchcraft or you are under a witchcraft spell? Right? You're always tired. You're always tired no matter how long you sleep. You just sleep a galang so. You constantly want to sleep. You don't want to, no matter how much vitamin you take, no matter how much thing you take in your body, you just sleep a galang. It's another way of people under witchcraft. They say sleep a go away. Them are work, them want to sleep. Them there. I'm not talking just because they're just tired, They just want to sleep 24/7. Witchcraft is around you. Or witchcraft is in your life. Witchcraft is around the people of God. No, you're tired. You're always tired. No matter how long you sleep, you always want to sleep. Don't just, you don't have no energy. Your body just weak. And if you find your daughter or your son just want to sleep along, so people have got to get up and pray. Get up and begin to pray. A witchcraft, a stifle your pitney, or your husband or your wife or your family. There's no human being that supposed to sleep 24/7. Then get up, them eat, and then now wake up back till night. Get up and eat and go back and sleep. That's it. They can't do nothing more. And they're not sick. Witchcraft. Witchcraft. Right? They have no energy or strength making a person weak. We're talking about witchcraft. You want to know when people are on witchcraft, or hobby, or necromancy, or science, or sorcery? Follow me. You open your eyes. I'm watching my time, people of God. Right? And as I mentioned before, how would you know that witchcraft is upon you or around you? Strange scent in your home or your house or your business place constantly. You start to smell foul odor around your home, around your business place constantly. That's when you know that you are under witchcraft. How would you know that you're under witchcraft? How would you understand that you're under witchcraft? How can somebody help me to know that I am under witchcraft? Well, I'm teaching you. Good morning, people of God. Good morning, sweet people of God. How would you know? Right? This is several more. How would you know that you are under a witchcraft? Seeing the dead following you everywhere you go. You start to see dead people that follow you. And you can't determine what is reality and what is not reality. Anytime when you begin to see dead people start follow you, you have to ask the question, witchcraft. You start to see dead people follow you everywhere you go. Everywhere you go, you start to see dead people following you. Watching you in your dreams. You know that you're under a witchcraft. How would you know that I am under a witchcraft spell? No matter how me go to church, they still can't help me. Some of them can't help me. My pastor not see, my pastor not understand. Me I try talk to him and man go tell me, say, boy, we must go get some rest. He don't understand. He just don't know. And he's just afraid to tell you that he just don't know. Yeah, pray about something not connect. Before you can get deliverance, you have to begin to find out the root. Find out the root cause of the problem. And these are some of the stuff I'm teaching you now, that you can find out the root cause. How can you know that you're under a witchcraft or your family is under a witchcraft? You start to see dark shadows or images. You start to see dark shadows in your home, which I've mentioned before. You know you see it. I run up and down in your house. You know, you're sure. How would you know that you're under witchcraft? You start to see missing items or missing objects in different locations where you not put it. For instance, you put your rug or in one location in your bedroom, and when you look, you start to see your same rug in your kitchen, or you start to see the same rug in your car. You know you're under witchcraft. Or certain items missing or object missing from your home, and you ask your children and them, nobody know where it is. Nobody know that certain missing stuff missing. They have been asking around and they can't find it. And all of a sudden you see it just reappear. Witchcraft is around. The item was took by a spirit to delay you, to cause self-hurt, to cause harm, and to cause a spell. That's when you know that you're under witchcraft. And don't feel like spirit can't come for items. They can. You hear what I'm saying to you? So this is all a lot of persons know when you're under a witchcraft. How would you know that you're under a witchcraft? Right? You start to see dark shadows or images flashing by in your house or your home. How would you know that you're under a witchcraft? How would you know that you're under a witchcraft? Father, I pray that this life will help somebody to know when they're under witchcraft. How would you know that you're under witchcraft? Or hobia, or science, or necromancy, or voodoo. You're seriously confused about every day you're serious. Sorry, every day you get confused. You're serious or you get, and every day you're just so confused. Every day. God is not the author of confusion, and who is the devil? So every day that you're confused, you mean that you're under witchcraft. It's to confuse you, to frustrate you. Frustrate you is to get you out of yourself, out of your humility, out of your purpose, out of your destiny, so that it can cause you to commit suicide. I hope me I teach you, How would you know that you're under a witchcraft? How would you know that you're under hobia? Right? Cycles of sickness. Cycles of sickness. And so it's one thing this month or next thing the next month. You always get a cycle of the sickness. You're sick last year at this time, and next year at the same time. You're sick last year at this time, and next year at the same thing happened to you. Cycles of sickness. How would you know that you're under witchcraft? How would you know cycles of sickness keep on happening to you? Right? So one thing this month, and in a couple of months or a week, it's another thing again. And you just keep on going in circles are in cycles and cycles of sickness. So anytime you realize that you keep on going cycles of sickness, right, constantly you're under witchcraft, you're under hobia, you're under heavy science. You're under heavy science. No prescription, no treatment, no cure, nothing, you just constantly being sick. Or when you recover, one thing, then it's another thing again. Witchcraft is attacking you, or attacking your health or your purpose. Am I helping you? May I help you tonight? May I help you this morning, wherever you are? I'm just a humble man servant. Just want you to know when you're under witchcraft. How would you know when you're under witchcraft? How would you know when you're under hobia? How would you know when you're under science? How would you know when your family or your husband, your wife, your children, your family, your friends is under hobia, under witchcraft? You want to know? I'm teaching you. I'm teaching you. Right? How would you know when you're under witchcraft? Jesus. Time is running out on me, people of God. How would you know that you're under witchcraft? Unexplained bruises or burn. You wake up in the morning, you start to claw mark on your skin. You start to pinch, or somebody bite you, or somebody scratch your skin. Some weird cuts, some weird bites is on your skin, and you don't know how they end up on your skin. Witchcraft, obia, science, necromancy is around you, or operating in your life. How would you know that you're under witchcraft? Right? You want to know? And many, and this goes for the ladies then. How would you know when you're under heavy witchcraft? Heavy witchcraft. Right? Your ear falling out or falling off. Your hair, your tall hair start just fall off. Fall off for no reason. Your ear just start fall out for just no reason. Just a fall off. You don't put nothing night and it just a fall off. You know it's a witchcraft. It's around. Probably somebody take away your hair. Or a strand of your hair. Or take away your brush. Or take away your comb. Your hair just start fall off. Could be auntie take away your brush. Auntie take away your comb. With your hair in it. Or what them necromancy, what them hobby. Start fall off. You don't put no cream in it. You don't put no treatment in it. Nothing at all. You put it just start fall off. Witchcraft is around you, ladies. Am I talking to you? How would you know that you are under heavy witchcraft or witchcraft? You suddenly start lose memory loss. Young girl like you start lose memory loss. Young boy start lose memory loss. How would you know that you're under witchcraft? How would you know when you're under witchcraft? Right? Constantly feeling that nobody cares or understand you. How would you know that you're under witchcraft? Huh? How would you know that you're under witchcraft? Constantly chills. Right? Chills throughout your body. You start feel certain weird chills. Your house start get cold. All of a sudden your hot hole. And a certain spot does start to change. Environment change. Witchcraft is around. A spirit is around. A demon is around. Constantly throughout the body in your home. At a location or place. You start to feel that chill. How would you know that you're under witchcraft? Under hobia. Under science. You got a sudden desire to eat weird things. Right? This is how you know when person is under witchcraft. They start to eat certain dirt, certain board. They start to eat plastic, weird things. Do you know that you're under witchcraft? Or would you know when you're under witchcraft? you start to begin to cut yourself. How would you know when you're under witchcraft or being demonic possessed? Right? You want to commit suicide. You want to self-hurt. Self-hurt. Or harm yourself. Right? How would you know that you're under witchcraft? Mighty God. Sleeping paralysis. Right? You can't sleep. You are sleeping but wake up but you just can't move. How would you know when you are somebody is under witchcraft? Bad dreams and nightmare. How would you know when you are under heavy witchcraft? Mind oppression. You start get oppressing your mind. For no reason. What oppress you? That you don't know. What causes it in depression? You don't know. You don't start feel this deep depression. Can't find a reason what caused it. How would you know that you're under witchcraft? Right? Feeling frequent mysterious activities in your home. Your plate start move, your furniture start move. You put your chair under your table when you check it out, your chair in your living room. You start here, your plate them start rocker. You know that witchcraft is around. You start to see flying object. How will you know that your home? Sometimes your home can be under witchcraft. It don't necessarily mean you, but your home is under witchcraft. That's why when some person leave them home and go somewhere else, then begin to get prosperity. And this is what has caused a lot of persons to be stagnant, can't get the money not stay, to stay one place. Sometimes the problem is the place where you live, the house where you live, the apartment where you live, the rent house where you live in now. Sometimes it's not you. How where you live in now. Your family house where you live in now. Your mother house where you live in now. Because the home can be built on a grave. Your home can be on an altar, an evil altar. Underneath the boarding, underneath the flooring. Then just cover it up with tile. And cover it up with local paint. But the mark is still there. I put a drywall over it. So, in a lot of sense, a lot of persons is in home. And the home itself, you're in a hobby shop. And you don't even know. Your landlord set that hobby shop and you don't know. You don't even know your landlord what the hobby upon you. Because all this time, she put you upon the altar. Your room is an altar. And mash up your life. So sometimes you have to relocate. And sometimes you find some people, tell them if you move. And then life will be better off. The way all the hobby and the witchcraft is so strong, the individual don't want to move. No matter how you're convinced, they don't want to move. Because whatever is holding on them, causing them not to move, don't want to be progress, don't want to move on in life, don't want to grow. It's deeper than what you think, people of God. I'm just skimming the surface. Right? Also, how will you know that even your home, I'm getting back, your home is in is under witchcraft. Is that repeating of patterns of constant setback. Right? You're constantly having setback. You know that what? Your home is under witchcraft. Or you under witchcraft. Especially your yard. Your family yard, your yard where you're staying at. You're constantly having setback. Witchcraft ripe. But you don't know. How would you know that your home or your yard or your house are you under witchcraft? Right? You're constantly division is in your home. Arguments. You and the family can't get along. They want, you name it. Family want to control you. Family see you as an as a money tree. So them plant you at the yard. Or them plant a wife, plant a husband, plant a sister at the yard. So you constantly have to work all of your money and bring it home. Come give them. And you never you always have financial drain. And we call it, oh God. People of God, I got to go.